Hey guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft and welcome to the final group of the Ro16 ASL Season 20. This group, we will have 2 Terran players and 2 Zerg players. Light and Speed will be the first players to be fielded. Terran versus Terran, and afterwards we will have Lava versus Soma and potentially TvZ. Hopefully TvZ, because we'd like to have a little bit of a variety here. No, not so many mirror matches. We don't really like it. But anyways, TvZ is not my favorite cup of tea, but I would drink tea today. Usually I take coffee, as you guys all know. Anyways, oh, that girl has got some, injuries. This is very kind of strange. Who did that to her eye? Uh, wow, it's always very nice to look at all of those girls. My favorite one is this one. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, from now on, I will show you all of the favorite girls that I see on screen, and you can tell me if I've made the right choice or not. Even though deep in my heart, I'm LGBT fan, as you guys all know. Mr. McDonald knows best. TvT, the map once again will be knocked out. This map, what can we say? The third base on the high ground. Some potential for drops, but it's not super droppy, this map. And we've not seen so many exciting, insane, dragging out to the last hour mark kind of games, but we shall see. Okay, some people are cheering for light and speed. Puda. Cannot read. That girl is very normal looking. She's has not used one of those services that the other girls in the front row had. Um, Anyways, yeah, light versus speed. What can we say about these two players? I guess I'm just gonna quickly show you some information. First of all, from light, he's the big shot here. He's the one who is supposed to be very much a contender for this season of ASL. Every season that light is in, he would be the contender to win. So this is light, and this is his player card. Let me just quickly show you. Uh, there's his player card. So he's Lee Jae-ho, everyone knows that. Lee Young-ho and Lee Jae-ho. Are those two people brothers? His other aliases are Kim Sabu-ho. He's been this in-game alias for a long time. Born in 1990, 35 years of age, and he's 187 centimeters tall. He used to play for Woonjin Star. Now he belongs to the University YB. He's got a modestly low level of followers on the social network, given his status, as one of the ASL champion. Right. We shall see. Yes, he's been ASL champion in the first season. Not first season. He's placed first in ASL season 13, and he's been in 17 ASL. So that is him for you. And the next person is going to be Speed. Now this guy is very interesting because he's kind of a nobody almost. This is his information for your perusal there. And as you can see, he has been in only 4 ASL so far, but he's been in the round of 16 only. But his elo rankings are not bad. 1290, almost about to break the 1300 mark. So in general, he's a very strong player. This SCV, will it get sniped? It's not gonna die for the time being. And Light has allowed the enemy to come onto his expansion. So both the players have seen the other guy's builds, but it is going to be Speed who gets a wink inside of Light space. The supply depot will come down. No, not able to put down the supply. Not as you before. So I guess this attack will end here. Light will be up 1 supply. Not big of a difference, especially with cross maps spawning positions. By the time you additional unit or whatever becomes available, then the other guy will have ample of time to defend here. There's the forward vulture coming out from Speed. Let me just quickly show you what the people are saying, or who are they cheering exactly for. Is that a starport? There it is. Starport coming out from Light. So let's see here. Ambrian, not so sure where he is from. He says, honestly, as a Protoss fan in general, I want Light to take Soma out. Speed is no slouch either. Light and Speed for the quarters. Okay, Light and Speed. Blind Raw, he says, I don't want Rax, meaning Barracks, to be the last Terran standing, so go Light. Pro Satan from Romania says, Light and Soma on my liquid bets. Although I heard that Speed is a very strong player in TvT. I will check the stats for you momentarily. Simplistic says Light Speed. Okay, good prediction. And Sabu from USA says hope for Light and Soma. But I wouldn't hate Lava and Soma either. Okay. RJBT YouTube says this is actually the strongest group. Yeah, everyone is very strong. I will show you eventually. Toshino Kyuko from the Philippines is cheering for Lava and Soma. Who are you cheering for? Please leave a comment. I'm cheering for nobody. No one from this group excites me. I'm not attracted to Terran, no, I'm attracted to Zerg. Let's check the Elo stats. So I just picked up the stats before today's games. There they are. So looks like maybe just show you the full stats so you kind of see. So in this group, everyone is so evenly matched. The worst players is of course undeniably Speed, only 1272 now, but that is his low. He's been in much better positions in the past. And in terms of current form, the last 30 days, as you can see, Speed against Terran is 100% win rate out of 3 games. Light against Terran is 80% win rate out of 5 games. Of course, the sample size is rather small, so we should expect, not so much conclusive power from that, but still it's something. Anyways, Light with the early starport is able to inflict considerable damage here, but he's not able to get enemy SCVs yet. Just 2 Marines. And now he's going to start to attack. And Light has, of course, pulled the SCV correctly. And there the Goliath. So the total damage from that attack. Okay, Goliaths do a pullback. And now they will snipe the... Nicely done. That was very technical. If he's gone for a single Goliath attack, he would completely miss that raid. But now he got that raid with a double Goliath attack in a single shot and cancelled add-on from Light here. Speed will put some mines on high ground, but I think Light is in a good position. I mean, I guess he's got more tanks, right? And he's ahead in terms of technologies and stuff. I mean, he's got up to the starport, but we shall see. We shall see, because on paper, Speed has got much better map control and psi overall. You see he's got 68 psi, and Light has got only 62. What else are we seeing here? I guess looks like 3 factory, or the 4th factory is about to come down from Speed. Light has started to move out. He will need to have something to spot those mine. He will just try to clear it slowly. This is a tough spot, man, because you can detonate the mine. You're on a low ground, so I think the mine will also take the 1/3 miss chance as well. So you got to be super careful, especially when the 2 mines are so closely put together like that. He's gonna try to come forward. He will eat a mine, like I told you. It's very tough. But the Vulture's gonna try to dive in. No, that weak tank will stay alive. So we shall see what is gonna be the next part of the game. Light 71 supply, Speed 77, and Speed will take an expansion. I guess Light early investment in starport did not pay out. So this is why Speed is feeling a bit more comfortable to expand compared to Light. But Light has got more tanks. He's got 4 tanks now. All right, Vulture's coming in. This is a nice pincer attack. Not really a pincer attack, but a very precision strike from Speedy. He gets a tank and he retreats. Every unit counts, especially at this early stage where you don't have that many things to deal with. But there is the starport, and this Goliath has stayed back from Speed. He is looking very solid, Speed. He needs to get some tank on the high ground, though. He's got only 1 tank. He needs more. Because, okay, that 1 tank is damaged. It might change the fate of the game. But anyways, looks like Speed will try to clear out. What is he doing? He's not actually gonna attack, and he's gonna be going for another expansion. Not bad. He's chosen the 3 o'clock position. As you know, that base has got gas. So that is gonna be fine. As for Speed, his 3rd base will not have gas. He's taken a safer base in exchange, for no gas potential. SC is already transferred already, and Speed is once again maintaining about a 3 to 4 supply lead. Finally, Speed will have scanners, and he's gonna come out here. I think we're here for a long game, guys. A very long game. I prepared a speech for today's games. I'm not so sure when I will deliver it, because maybe one of these TvTs will be the time for me to deliver it. But I don't want to deliver it on the first game. So if you are here for some kind of long discourse on the history of humanity, please wait for it. Or maybe it won't come, I don't know. Anyways, that last raid. Why is he coming here with a raid? He's got the scanner. He can just use the scanners. I think another mine was about to explode. But the game will stabilize, and Speed will need to start to make some tanks. Small engagements on this other side of the map. Once again, Light is doing so good. I think I have a very faint feeling that this game will go to battle cruisers, because these players are playing very cautiously. Despite that this is just the first game. Now we're going to be having an engagement. Nice Vultures around, but 1 tank down. But on the side of the map, looks like Light has lost 2 tanks. Speed has lost 2 tanks and some Vultures. 4 tanks from Speed died. But if you look on the size supply, it looks like Speed is still ahead by 10 supply now. And now this area is gonna get held a little bit here. But Light has not found a way to expand beyond his third base. Of course, Speed also neither has he. But I guess he is in less pressure to kind of break out here. And looks like the 9 o'clock position is gonna go up in Speed's favor. This one is the one that has gas, so we shall see what is gonna be next part of the game. Nice spotting barracks from Light. Speed is gonna come forward and take the middle area. Need to pull the weaker tanks back. Now he's gonna try to even out the siege line, or maybe he's gonna move one of the tanks, keep one of the tanks in the center, and that tank is completely spotted. I'm not so sure why he would leave a single tank in the middle, knowing that it could get surrounded. But it looks like Speed comes on this other side, and he's gonna try to gain a high ground advantage to try to slow Light down so that the Light cannot take the bottom right, but Light can just easily take the 12 o'clock position, for example. Maybe Speed is thinking of pushing. He's coming out here, and looks like Vultures will overrun this area. Light is in the wrong side of the map he comes from, but who's gonna siege first? It is going to be Speed who's siege first. Light is coming from the back. That tank on the right ridge on the high ground has been sniped, but looks like this base has got a single Vulture to provide vision, but no more vision. So this base at the last minute will get saved here for Light. Very, very clutch work. So no SCVs damage, not that much casualties to be honest, but that was a nice attack. But now the attack from Speed has been thwarted. He's gonna back up. What kind of upgrades are we looking at this? So it looks like +1 weapons on Speed's tanks. Light comes out for the dropship now, and both players have I think 4 bases. Look at what's happening. Looks like Speed is gonna undertake on this left flank and completely surround Light from the right side. Light is attempting to go for a drop. Where's that dropship? It's somewhere here, but it's not making itself useful. He's forced to kind of reinforce this siege position because he doesn't have enough tanks. And Light will take this left part. Looks like, I mean, on paper, 4 base and 4 base things are looking very kind of balanced, but Speed is slightly ahead in terms of tempo, in terms of map control. And he's going to be coming up to the 5th base now. Light is struggling to move out of his quadrant of the map. He is still on just 1/4 of the map, whereas Speed is trying to surround him from various angles here. Now, Speed is showing why he's got a 100% win rate in the last 30 days, albeit, coming from just a sample size of 3 games. He's looking very strong to attack against the 3 o'clock. So this is a huge force. The Vulture will move forward to take the volleys. Now he's going to siege from behind. No, he decided to back up. This might be a good idea because the reinforcement from the backside from Light is quite scary as well. There's a drop coming towards the 9 o'clock position. This is going to be a nice idea just to slow down Speed. Monstrous progression here. And indeed, it's going to be a Vulture, double Vulture drop. That tank will be providing some nice coverage, but those Vultures will lay some mines. And I think Speed will clear it out easily because that tank is actually not within the... he's not within the SCV line, so there could be no mine drag onto the SCV. What is this dropship? The dropship gets sniped. I think Light is in some trouble here. Speed is very nimble, and he is so fast. Speed, APM 470. Light APM is 270. Now we all know what he did last night, live with his hands, because it's definitely not Starcraft. He's very tired and very, I don't know, kind of lethargic, right, almost. Not finding the right energy to put his mind onto the game here. And Speed is now leading by a good solid 10 to 20 supplies, I'd say about 15 to 20 supplies. The 5th base has completed. SCVs will get transferred. This high ground is gonna be going to Speed. He needs to siege now, though. He's gonna try to attack without siege, or maybe he's waiting. He's got a floating barracks to see. He just needs to maintain this area. He cannot force his way down the ramp, but he doesn't need to leave it completely either. He can just leave about 3 tanks, and that is going to force Light to commit a lot of resources to try to break it. And then Speed need to secure the left side. Light is already out there to try to secure the left side, and this 9 o'clock position is going to be under some problem here. Vultures are looking forward to go on the high ground, and that one tank is going to provide some support. Looks like Light has missed the chance to go for some crazy harassments on this side of the map. And I guess, the game is gonna just completely back up a bit here. More Vultures coming out, more raids, being made by Light. I don't know if those raids will eventually be used and will actually provide some value because Speed has got his own starport. As Commentator, the 5th Commentator for Light. Light is behind by about 1 base. Speed is trying to take the bottom right. There's gonna be a huge push here, but there's a few tanks and a lot of raids. Looks like Speed doesn't have any Goliaths to this group, but those raids are not moving in from Light. He's coming through. There are some Goliaths. This is going to be a huge push, but this will be very costly for Speed. There is cloak technology, but there's a scan. How many Goliaths are we seeing? 2 Goliaths. There's going to be an attack. against the 9 o'clock position. So both of these players are going to be trading bases. I feel like Light would hold here. Light is about to hold this tank that is very damaged. Is still alive. If that tank has died, it will be a different case. And Speed is forced to evaporate, evacuate, and elaborate a little bit here from the left side of the map in exchange for the right side. But it looks like Speed not able to gain the right side. And Light has suddenly gained a 30 supply differential by that critical precision strikes. But keep in mind that Speed is still on 4 bases. He's got a 6 o'clock position up, so he's actually not that far behind. But the supply is telling a different story, and he possibly wanna start to expand towards the bottom right at some point in the future. Upgrades, looks like Speed has got 1-1, and Light has got 2-0. So a differential in upgrades here. This base will be gone, and Light will retreat. He doesn't need to stay here anymore. He would just leave one tank. And maybe that compensator will burn down. This is going to be a very, very tricky situation. But Speed's going to come back. Light's macro machine is kicking in. Light was kind of behind for a little bit of the game, but now Speed is the one that needs to do something drastic to kind of turn around here. A lot of raids are going to be made here. This compensator is very close to falling. And Goliaths are waiting patiently, but he's not able to save the compensator. Another raid will fall. It's so unfortunate. I guess Speed will decide to push here. He's gonna have to go, and that was a terrible attack. Look at this tank line. Need to go Vulture first, or maybe Goliaths first. He's trying very hard to come to, but now Light can just reinforce from the backside. This one time on the right side is did get repaired. I think it got repaired. That was a desperate move. Completely unworkable for Speed. If he was not leading then Light, he would be definitely leading now. And he has secured his right areas. This choke has been the graveyard for Speed's tanks for the last, 2-3 minutes. Light double expand towards the top left and control and checks the enemy from the bottom right. This command center will fall, and Speed has got no recourse. He didn't make any dropships. He's always trying to penetrate this 3 o'clock position, not able to do so. I think his best bet is try to come out and retake the 9 o'clock position. I think this is the only way to play it correctly. Vulture is going to try to come here. Of course, they could not do anything much, so they will get pushed back. But Speed need to find a way to expand fast and maybe try to slit in some Vulture harassment at the top left. What is this? An SCV drop? Just for some fun parachuting training here for the SCVs. This base, I guess, will get remade, but it was... Okay, SCV is getting sent to a non-existent base. Anyways, Vulture's coming out, so finally this base from Light might fall, but he would transfer probes, SCVs towards the top left. So Speed needs to know that, and he needs to get there at some point in the future. There's one town on the right side is providing some nice coverage, and now Vultures will come in. Yes, you can see SCV is getting transferred, double SCV is getting transferred, and Light has, kind of moved back beyond his first line of defense. He's got a second line of defense protected with high ground and mines here. Yeah, there's gotta be no way for Speed to get to this top left. I mean, he's able to kind of see it, but look at there's some turrets here, there's some raid, and it looks like Light is attacking the center. Speed need to retreat beyond this high ground, need to actually siege. He's not sieging. This is a scary push coming from Light. He's got about 12 tanks, but Speed has got the high ground area secure, so this push is going to get pushed back, and the game might reset. So I guess this game will go on for a little bit more, but so far I think Light has done a lot more damage to Speed than Speed had to Light. So that is where we're standing. The supplies are about evened. But, Light, if he keeps the current map positioning, is going to be in a much better position. There's going to be some raids and Goliaths coming out here. The raids will get attacked by the first Goliath. That Goliath is able to hold. What are these SCVs doing? I guess they would want to get sent to another area side of the map here. And as you can see, Light is going to try to reinforce from the sky, and he would try to cut off this bottom right. This drop coming through is looking very strong. The turrets can provide some nice coverage, and maybe one of the dropships will fall, maybe two. But this base, the entire bottom left, could not be held, and Speed is still mining from 4 bases. This just shows how experienced of a player of Light is, and just in a completely different league. The Light is in having a nice skin. Okay, this dropship play has need to be done a long time ago. I didn't realize that those turrets did not recover, and there was still a route to go around. Anyways, it's going to be a double Vulture drop, and that dropship need to return home now, but at least he can actually kill some SVs. But Light is on par with his defense. How many bases does Light have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases, right? Yeah, and Speed's got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. +3 upgrades, +3 weapons, and 0 for Light, 2, 1, I think, for Speed. Anyways, this high ground is completely gained. So after about 10 minutes of intense fighting, it is Light who is controlling 3/3 of the map, and Speed is forced to come back from behind. He is being surrounded from all sides here. This command center has been destroyed a second time. And Light just need to focus on securing the top left. Once he's got the top left secured, he's feeling very fine. He's built some Valkyrie as well in case Speed decided to. I mean, Speed has got a lot of supply, but he's not strategically in a good position. He's forced to kind of move everything by ground, whereas TvT is all about dropship. This push in the middle is about to clear a lot of tanks. Of course, a little bit of a costly move out here from Speed, but at least he clears the middle area. It's going to push further, but the further he pushed from his resupply line, the more costly it becomes. You can see the tank light from the tank line from Light is very well spread out. Very well spread out. And I guess Speed can gain about 1/4, 1/4 of the map's height, but that's about it. He will get stopped right here. And this bottom right is still not yet mineable for Speed. Speed is gonna try to push once again. What is he doing? The vultures need to be doing correct, but now he's gonna be on the low ground. And high ground advantage going to Light. The vultures need to move a little bit forward. He can lay some mine and Speed will clear out 1 or 2 tanks. Go Light need to move forward. Those 2 tanks on the right from Light is doing some great shots with the +3 weapons. Insane attack there. So this area will get held from the high ground, and if Speed doesn't retreat quickly enough, he will be on the low ground. Anyways, Command Center is going to float over, so Speed finally will retake his 5th base for a while. But Light is already miles and leagues ahead. Actually, Light is actually not mining that many bases more than Speed, but he's mining all of the right bases and securing his future strategical locations. Mining out the bases that matters the most. And even if those bases get taken in the future, there will be no more mining potential left for Speed. That is basically the gist of TvT these days. Anyways, Speed is going to try to push once again on this right side. But Light is containing. Light is making sure that Speed cannot expand to the bottom right 2 bases, but he allows the 3 o'clock base to remain open, for example. And he knowing fully well that there would never be a scenarios in which Speed could actually mine from that base. Anyway, Speed is gonna try to push up the high ground, and that's terrible. He is playing this kind of strategy from 2001. Moving forces by ground, fighting up the hill like this, and with superior weapons upgrade from Light is impossible. It's impossible, and Speed has done the best he could, but now look at the angles. The angles for Speed the angle for Light is so good, and now quadruple dropship coming in, but these tanks are spread it up very nicely. Where they going? They might go inside the main. Not a bad idea. The tanks are retreating. So I guess now this base is gonna get saved in the future. But yeah, of course, this is just temporary measures here. Light with 2,300 minerals. The base count is actually not different. That much different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases. Only 1 base differential. But Light is a lot ahead in terms of money and gas, and he is completely maxed out. So his money and gas count would just keep on growing. Whereas Speed, he will not grow up further anymore. Light is just slowly cruising towards victory here. Do we have another attack here? Speed doesn't have vision of this other outside of the map. Looks like there's going to be dropship coming through the center. Vultures are actually arriving at just the right moment. This will be slightly costly for Light, but he was about to penetrate anyways, and he is about to cut off this 9 o'clock position from the rest of the resupply line for Speed. So without any surprises in a few next maybe 5 minutes, Speed will GG, and Light will be waiting for the winner between Lava and Soma. The ZVZ will be next up the line. So if you enjoyed this cast so far, feel free to buy me a coffee. The link to that is going to be in the video description, and you will join these gentlemen here to be, in the crew. Let me just put their photos away. Wait, hold on. I have some maps. I need to turn the map away as well. Okay, some huge drops coming through. So I guess the thanking we need to wait for a little bit more. This drop to the 6 o'clock position is gonna gain some value. This base is largely been mined out, so the SV, the only thing that they would do is provide some nice splash damage. There's gonna be counter drop, but those tanks on the right side are doing so much damage. The SVs are trying very hard. The Valkyries arriving just to add a little bit of spiciness to the dish here, and yeah, this command center will need to lift itself up, and then the Valkyries will come in to eat it alive. There's a drop in the top left, but it was not fruitful, so that is going to be another. Speed is behind by about 60 to 70 supply. The scanners is gone. One scanner is out of the equation. There comes the command center, and yeah, Speed with GG. So nicely done. Nicely done for for Light. And maybe I can thank my fan now finally. So here is very quick thanking business for the people who supported me in the last 30 days. Mr. What is his name? Mr. John from Sweden, Mr. Alexander, Mr. Chen, thank you very much. You didn't leave a comment in your last video, man, in the last match day. Mr. John from Sweden, I already mentioned. Mr. JW, hello, what's going on, my buddy? Mr. McDonald, you're leaving a lot of comments. I love it. I love it. Mr. Nolasco, this will be the last time I thank you because your subscription, your trial has expired. Please sign up for the real deal by using your credit card. Mr. Peter from Poland, how old are you? You seem very, very old, but I don't think you're that old. Mr. Sea Goblin from Norway. Mr. Spider-Mine, hello very much. And Mr. George, welcome back. Jorge, or Jorge, say because you are Spanish speaking, but thank you very much. And welcome back to the crew, Mr. Jorge. And also Mr. Thomas, of course, the VIP thank you person this month.
It's about time.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Thomas. And I guess we'll be witnessing the final battle now. Light 200 supply with +3 weapons, +1 armor. And I guess Speed has got 2-1 or maybe 2-2. He's trying very hard to hold. We have a crazy mind drag. Cloak Raid's coming in to finish the Dropper Glycer, trying to do some nice damage. And of course, the Cloak Raid's primary target is not the ground forces, but the dropship. You just want to make sure that Speed can no longer fly stuff around and annoy his bases here. More attacks coming through. Look at this huge attack here. +3 weapons and +2 armor. Speed is just not at the same level as Light. And not in this game at least. I mean, of course, Speed has won some nice game. But I think it all comes down to that fell attack, that base rate of 3 o'clock versus 9 o'clock position, right? So if Light was actually able, if Speed was able to take the 3 o'clock position in exchange for the 9, it would be in a different story. He's going to be trying to go for this very desperado movie. This is so painful to watch. This is badly executed. I mean, this is like me trying to play Starcraft with my main race, Protoss, man. This is so bad. That was so unnecessary bad. So it's like 40 supply worth of time just vanished in 5 seconds. I mean, there's gonna be a counter drop now. And GG from Speed. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye-bye.